Joseph Curry Hill. Welcome to the Joseph Curry Hill. Today is Thursday. I'm Joseph Curry. Welcome to the Joseph Curry Show. Today is Thursday, October the 10th, 2024. Folks, you may not you may not be here on Florida right now, and you may not be going back in Florida when the storm right after the storm had passed. Well, anyway, it couldn't be much worse. It couldn't be much worse as we live up there in North Carolina. But here in Florida, yes, that's the storms that you're going to get. That's Florida that everyone that this state is going to get. That state, I mean, that's the one that state is going to get. It couldn't get much worse. Well, last time it was flooding and all that flooding and winds are getting to it. The power lines are all that down. 3 million people have lost power. What? Storm just moving fast. It's off Florida, and it has been off Florida since Thursday morning, early Thursday morning at 2 o'clock. Now the storm has passed, but there's flooding. And Tampa never get much best of it, hopefully. So hopefully the things just went. The storm and all this stuff going on is happening today. It did happen this morning. Well, anyway. Well, as we might just know, Hurricane Milton is off Florida. Thank goodness. But it's just happening for us, and it's just come out the time. And you're going to see Tampa, you're going to see Daytona Beach, you're going to see Orlando getting hit by a Hurricane Milton. You got tornadoes, you got everything that's going on. And they said, well, this is the worst thing going to get in the century. And it is right, and it is today. Well, we had just got from like moments ago, and it's just like it will never happen. And what can happen if things not looking good of lesser day? But they said that if you live up there and you're still in Florida right before Hurricane Milton gets you, then you will not survive. You will not survive this powerful storm as a Category 3 hurricane. And this is what it is. Well, anyway, I'm glad everybody survived. I'm glad everybody survived, and it's just everybody was okay. I hope everybody was okay, and the CNN reports and the ABC reports and the NBC reports and anything. I mean, okay, that's the one that's going to happen. Okay, so as we go to right now, let's take a look at what has happened now. Here's fake photo of Disney World destroyed by Hurricane Milton, Florida, social media. Now, as you might see, I saw the picture. Now, look at this. Nah. Anyway. Okay. Oh well. It is. The Disney World thing. Okay. Never went to Disneyland, but I might as well go. So I might be going to Disney World next year as it is to be. So now, anyway. We're gonna go to Hurricane Milton right now. It says, it's just a powerful thing to watch, and it's what it is. Now, as you might see this right now. Now, take a look at this. Now, as an award-winning scientist, now, I'm gonna try to say something about this. I never even gonna see that happening for real. Never seen it happening for sure. Yes, and people might know that the law that Donald Trump, like Donald Trump just said that it's going to hit Florida and it's not going to destroy his house. It's not going to destroy everything that goes around. I hope not. But anyway, it things happen. But anyway, let's go to this. And now, as I make sure this is not funny, Alan. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna read this. Let's go to ABC News. Now it says Hurricane Milton left the fiberglass roof of tropical field in St. Petersburg, Florida, and towers. Destroyed one a 10,000 square foot chef's factory and caused the deaths of several people at the senior living community in St. Louis County. Now, that was among the widespread damage that emerged Thursday night. The Milton slammed Florida's west coast with furious wind gusts, torrential rain, and at least 36 reported tornadoes. The whirling storm spread even before making landfall, officials said. Now, Department of Homeland Security Secretary Angela Mascadona said at least 10 people are confirmed dead, likely caused by the tornadoes. Search and rescue is the highest probability at the moment, Mascadona said. Milton may have passed, but the damage it posed has not, he said. Down power lines, flow waters, non-potable drinking water, and debris are creating deadly conditions. Keep listening to the local officials and shelter in place until it's safe. Officials said state, coun- coun- county, and National Guard source and rescue crews have rescued hundreds of people, including more than 400 trapped by high water at an apartment complex in Clearwater. Now you just said, see that right here. Now I saw the roof of tropical field is damaged the morning after Hurricane Milton has hit the region on October 10th, 2024. That's today. That is today. And man, oh man, I hope nobody was in it. I hope nobody is in it for sure. But that's the baddest thing we're ever gonna get. Now, Florida one DeSantis said earlier that authorities are still essentially damaged in hard-hit areas, including Session Keys, South, etc. when Helene made landfall around 8:30 p.m. on Wednesday as a category storm picking up 120 miles per hour winds. Right now, it looks like Sexton County had the most significant storm source, likely somewhere between 8 to 10 feet. And remember with Helen, they had 15 to 20 feet up in the Taylor County, the census said at the news conference. However, the census said the early damage assessment indicates the hurricane, which came on the heels of the devastation wrought by Hurricane Helene less than 2 weeks ago, was not the worst case scenario. The storm did weaken before landfall, and the storm source as intended report had not been as significant overall as was observed for Hurricane Helene. That's what they census said. Boy, it says it's not a worst case scenario, and I believe it's happening for us for sure. This is not a worst case scenario. Now we'll go to this Godly thing. It says like this. Now, for I never seen this before. I never seen that anything like this in my life. And just to let you know, that hurricane Milton. That is, I mean, just not concerned, but it's really, really it is the dangerous. It was the dangerous storm. It was the dangerous storm as might see, but hey, it is what it is. Now how many storms that they do have? Well, anyway, the storms had negatives was okay. I really don't think it. I think it's going to continue. It's going to continue. I believe the whole thing is going to continue, and it's going to continue for now on. Now some warm waters and all this happening like it's a now those warm waters right they turn red and just like this is happening for sure. But here we are here today, and it looks like this now. This is the way we're gonna see, and it's gonna happening for sure. All those storms they named Alberta. The first star is Alberta, Billy, Chris, Debbie, Celestica, Francine, Gordon, Helene, Isaac, Joyce, Court, Leslie, and Milton. Now, that then will be next. And then there's more. There's Oscar, Patty, Rafael, Sarah, Tony, Valet, and Will. All those storms they had named. And it is just, I mean, but thank goodness. But anyway, can't do this. Can't this is a whole storm that they had just had in Florida. It's the thing you're going to have to hit in the century. And right now, it's just a peak, folks. It's just a peak. It's going to continue until the end of November. Now, let's go to this. Now, hurricane season is far from over, and there are a couple of areas that obstacle weather meteorologists are keeping an eye on for the Takata departmental. One of the threats is close to the same area where Milton developed, as winds and seas continue to subside along the southern Atlantic coast. Runoff from Milton's rain will lead to river flooding in parts of Florida into next week. Showers will be limited, and the nearby topics will be quiet in terms of threats for most of next week. A fairly spoke could spread topical department from late next week to next weekend. It's the general part of the world that gave birth to Helene and Milton. And they says we are set another ground to get going over Central America later next week. I say it again. We are set another ground to get going over Central America later next week. Agricultural lead hurricane expert Alex De Silva said. From this large, slowly spinning around of low pressure and more distant showers and thunderstorms may form. And from that, a tropical depression or tropical storm may run. This time, the area under close security is in the Western Caribbean, which happened Helene take root. Not only are waters very warm in this area, well into the 80s, waters are worn down to the depths and not only are they worn down deep. The ocean heat content in the Western Caribbean has a record high levels for any time of year, De Silva said. Deep, warm water playing key roles in the deployment and ramping strongly on Helene. Seth-Simpson scale category 4 and Milton Seth-Simpson category 5 when there is deep, warm water. The wave action does not mix cool water to the surface. The sea surface temperature there holds for tropical department is 78, 80. And then winds maximum out at 140 miles per hour with hail and 180 miles per hour with Milton, which was one of the strongest hurricanes on record for the Atlantic. Early in the hurricane season, Hurricane Barry, 165 Category 5, ramping up quickly over the eastern Caribbean. Wind chill or disporting breeze will be low in this part of the western hemisphere and may help to foster deployment along with the coldest around a very high pressure that is forecasted to build over the eastern United States later next week. Now, at this time, as according to meteorologists believe, there is, and I said there is, a minimum risk of tropical deployment in the Western Caribbean from October 17th through 19th. And while it is too early to say exactly where a tropical storm might travel after it forms based on the historical advantage in this part in the Atlantic during the second half of the October. And there are two main options. One possible will take the system westward into Central America and southern Mexico, and the other is, unfortunately, towards Florida. The senator said, it is tropical and very difficult for the tropical system to continue towards the northwest and into Texas this late in the season due to prevailing western breezes in the air. As the Coastal Rails team of experts biologists will continue to monitor this area and other fisheries moving westward for the coast of Africa in the coming days. boy, again, this is going to be something that you just got to see that it's going to happen. Well, it's just happening. It's going to continue. So once you see this, can't happen. It will happen for real. In Eastern America, yeah. So in Central America, that's what they said. So anyway, it will happen, folks. It will happen. If you like it or not. But this is all. I cannot even say what's going to happen, and I don't know what's going to happen for sure. Now, this hurricane storm is just got to say, what? I really don't even know. It did hit Florida. It didn't do anything right. So we're going to go back to this. Now, Tampa hasn't gotten the worst of it. Tampa Bay hasn't got any worse of it. And that's for sure. Right now, it just okay. It looks like this. Now, we'll go to NBC News Night saying it's loud. Hurricane Milton made landfall. Starting last night. Start last night. Hurricane Milton made landfall as a Category 3 storm at 8:30 p.m. Eastern yesterday near Scottish Key, Florida, and Barris Island next to Cylinder. The storm has since moved out to sea. At least 12 people have been confirmed dead in the storm's aftermath, including 6 deaths in St. Lucie County on Florida's Atlantic coast, where officials said tornadoes touched down. Some 11 million people were at risk of flash and river flooding, and a record number of tornadoes caused widespread damage yesterday. More than 3.4 million energy customers were without electricity in Florida around 11:50 a.m. according to power outages. President Joe Biden said he put devoted thousands of federal personalities to areas affected by the storm, including more than 1,000 Coast Guard members. The NBC News Light and Lightweight version on NBCNews.com evaluating an emergency situation where internet connections may be limited has been turned on for widows in Florida, North Carolina, and Tennessee. Although Hurricane Milton has exited the state, Florida officials urge residents to stay inside in areas seeing major flooding. Flooding continues in Hillsborough County on Florida's west coast, St. John, near Jacksonville, and the Little River River in the land of resort, says Kevin McGill, Florida Division of Emergency Management Director. Gutson said water levels in those areas are continuing to rise. A storm source is also setting along the east coast, Turner said. World waves are flooded, and the potential for hazardous conditions within still exists. They said, and Gilda said, please do not walk or drive through them. He added that people should not visit impacted areas because they are inhibiting the first responders from doing their jobs. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis said this afternoon that at least 340 people and 49 pets have been rescued. He said hundreds of rescuers are involved in missions in 26 countries. So now, in this thing, everything, I'm glad everything okay. I'm glad the pets are okay. I'm glad the people are okay. But anyway, and let's go to this CEN. Now, President Joe Biden said today that the federal government is rushing to help those affected by Hurricane Milton and has a stark message for his predecessor, who has been spreading in false holes about the federal response, asking by reporters after his remarks at the White House whether he has spoke with former President Donald Trump. Biden responds indirectly, "Are you kidding me?" He didn't look at the camera with a message directed for his predecessors. Mr. President Trump, former President Trump, get a life, man. Help these people. Now, Biden's appearance on Thursday indicates how deeply the federal government wants to get their messages in front of the lot of the misinformation that first started spreading in the wake of Hurricane Helene late last month and prophetized after Hurricane Milton this week. It's the third time the president has addressing the country about the storm in roughly 24 hours, each time making sure to direct and they announce the spreading of false rumors while calling out one of the most promotional promoters of storm-related misinformation, Trump by name. It says, and as again that as he left the room when he planned to speak with Trump, Biden responded with no. Biden told reporters he would believe lies were saved because Florida residents listened to advocacy and orders issued by local officials, but he warned it has only been hours since Hurricane Milton made landfall, and it was still too early to fully assess damage across the state. And that's going to be it for me. I'm Joseph Crudup. Had a great time. I'll see you this time. Till next time, everybody. Till then, bye-bye. Take care. Peace out.